All right, everyone. I wanted to do just a response video to the last one that I posted, just because I filmed that video so last minute just to kind of speak my mind. I knew that it was going to start some conversations. I just didn't know how much attention and how much conversations it was going to start. I didn't know it would, blow up to what we're talking about now today, which in my mind, yes, it's a little stressful for me, but I think it's a good thing because I think we're all starting to have conversations of things that were kind of rumbling around, were causing tension in the beauty community, and that was my reason for doing that. And I just wanted to explain a few more points. And I know you guys are all so tired of like my truth videos and all of that. That's not my point. I have to get this stuff off of my chest. I have to explain some things because my first video was so brief, and there's been so many questions coming in after that that I kind of want to expand on it a little bit more. And then after this, I promise you guys, I'm going to do some amazing positive content, because I promise you, this is my pledge, that I'm going to do some changes on that I can, as me just being one person. I'll do what I can to make some changes in the beauty community, and that's my promise and pledge to you. So before I do that, I need to get the rest off my chest and answer some questions. When I did that video, I know I stated the number 60K, and for some reason that was the one thing that took, and I wasn't even focusing on the number. I was just focusing on a range or an idea that yes, people are getting paid to do videos. Not every influencer is paid 60K. There are many others that are getting paid less than that. There are some that are getting paid more than that. That was kind of a mid price point range, a number that I'd seen come up several times, and that's why I mentioned that. But I do want to be very clear that even though it may not be 60,000, seeing numbers such as 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, those numbers are not uncommon. But despite numbers aside, the whole goal of my video was to say that if we are, as a community, myself included, as a brand owner and as an influencer, I've worn both hats. So again, I always try to stay neutral and I try to understand both sides, because I really do think it's not one side or the other that's to blame. It's both. Influencers and brand owners need to take our responsibility and say, look, we want to promote these products. We want to use YouTube as a way to get exposure for these brands. We have to let the consumers know that if money is going to exchange hands, that has to be disclosed, because at the end of the day, regarding everyone, the one that gets hurt the most are the consumers. You guys are the ones that are spending your hard-earned money buying a makeup product that you believed, someone you were really close to, that you've grown with since the beginning on their YouTube channel. It's a very intimate environment. You trusted them to say that I really like this product. You guys should try that because I love it too. Okay, if that's the truth, great. But if you're only saying that because you're getting paid for that, you need to disclose that so consumers know, okay, yes, I still love this influencer, I want to support them, but I'm going to take that information to make an informed decision for myself of whether I want to buy that or not. So that was my purpose of the video. A lot of you guys are asking, why did I post the video now? Was it because Makeup Geek was struggling, you need attention, or was it because to be part of the drama? That was none of that at all. I posted it now because I think this is a key time that we can change the beauty community. I've seen the deterioration over the last few years, and I couldn't say anything because there wasn't enough evidence or enough notice of that change for everyone to believe me. I was afraid to step up because I didn't want you guys thinking I had ill will for posting this content. But now that you see so many things happening, I figured, okay, if I don't say something now, I'm never going to. So that's why it was, honestly, I just felt like now is a good time, because there's such a stir in the makeup community that we have to make a change now. There's no going back. So that's why. As far as Makeup Geek goes in supporting smaller influencers, I've heard a lot of things like, why are you approaching the big influencers? We haven't. If you guys check our history, look at our Instagram, our social media, for the last many, many months, you will see all the reposts we do are from micro influencers. We have been supporting micro influencers from the beginning. It just hasn't been noticed because those micro influencers have been drowned out. And that's why this video, me talking about it, has been so important to me, because I'm like, we have been supporting micro influencers, but no one's paying attention because they're getting drowned out by the select few that are getting all of the attention, which again, there's no bashing the select few. I've worked with many of them when they were starting. I won't say names, but many of them that are, have huge followings now, we had supported when they had 10,000 followers, when they had 20,000. And so I've seen them grow, and so I'm not bashing them at all. But the fact is that we have strived to continue to support micro-influencers. They're featured on our site. And at the end of this video, I will let you know how we're even going to go further and support that group of people more. So that's all I want to say on that, is that we've supported micro-influencers and will continue to do so in the future. As far as us not sending out as much PR, let me explain how the process goes with companies. Companies all have a budget in place, and part of that budget includes how much product that they have to send PR samples out. All the big companies have it, and they have a certain amount of product. For us, we had a PR list of 200 people. So we had 200 that we would say, okay, this is how much product we have. We take it out of our fulfillment of product that we put on the shelf. We know, okay, what 200 people are we going to send this out to? And almost all of those have been micro-influencers. However, with so much growth in the industry, there's thousands of influencers now. We cannot reach everyone, and I wish we could. And I have to be honest with you guys and say, I cannot send packages or, promote payments for every single person. We will do our best to create a variety of people that we will support. But if you have in the past have not gotten a PR package from us, it's honestly because we had only so many and we had to be selective. You guys have been asking me, what is it going to take to get on a PR list? For us as a company, Makeup Geek looks not just at numbers, but we do look at your involvement. How much are you posting? Are you being regular with how much you post? Are you responding with your audience? Are the audience interacting with you? We look more at engagement versus numbers. So if you have say 200 followers, but you have like 100 of them are responding and liking your pictures and they're commenting and you're interacting with them, it's a very core loyal audience. We care more about that you are actively trying to do something in the beauty community. If you have 10,000 followers, we're like, okay, cool, you have 10,000 followers, but only 100 of them are interacting with you. It's like, great, we love that you've built up an audience, but you're not really that active with them. So that's just, I can't speak on other brands, that's just what I do with Makeup Geek, is to see how active are you, how consistent, the quality of your work, if you're taking the time to do amazing looks, that we just want to see that you're trying and that you're interacting. So that's what we're looking for. The other question that I had is, what happens to the marketing money if it's not spent on influencers? Because here's a whole nother argument that comes up that I want to explain. I've seen comments saying, well, if you're not going to pay the influencer, then that money just goes straight into the CEO's pockets. I can't speak for other companies. I can only speak for myself. And I'm saying for my situation, my company, that's not true. If I don't pay an influencer 60,000, 80,000, 20,000, who cares about the number? If I don't pay a certain amount for that influencer, I'm not like, oh, let me slip that in my pocket. I'm going to go, buy a nice car. That's not how I personally operate. And if that's how I've come across with any of my actions or my words, I want to do a complete heartfelt apology, because that's not what I stand for. And if that's how I've come across, I'm so sorry. But what I want to say is, where I'm at right now, I'm at a pitchfork in the road. I want to pay and I want to support influencers. I feel that's fair. They deserve to have a living. A lot of them, this is their full-time job. So I've never once said you shouldn't be paid. You should. Because I want to develop so many amazing products for you guys, foundations, concealers, and all of that. And with the state that my company has got in because of all of these changes, I cannot do a full range of foundations. I can do some really cool launches for you guys that are smaller scale, but I can't do this like 40 colors of beautiful foundations, which I would love to give you. And I plan on doing that. I'm working so hard to make that happen. But that alone is at least a $200,000 investment minimum, because you're looking at so many shades. You have an MOQ, which is called your minimum order quantity. Every lab has a minimum that you have to place per color. So if I'm going to do 40 shades, the minimum is standard is 5,000. So to do the math, if I'm going to do 40 shades times 5,000, what is that? 200,000 shades that I have. Take that times the cost. So even if, let's just put a number out there, it's $3 or $5. You take three, let's say $5, make it easy. $5 for that foundation times 200,000. That's a lot of money. So what I'm saying is, it's just a balance with businesses. I just want you guys to understand my side on the brand owner, that money has to be distributed and I have to make decisions, which way am I going to spend it? And that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to get into, any more details of that. And the point is, I want to pay influencers, but even if I could, I would not pay astronomical amount of money, because that's going to come from one of those other buckets. And those buckets are all really important to me, just as much as the marketing bucket. It's important to pay influencers, but it's also important to pay my staff. I want them to have good wages. I've shown you guys my warehouse. I've shown you my staff. They have a great working environment. I want to take care of them. They're busting their asses for me, and I want to make sure that they're paid well, that they're treated well, because there's so many other companies and other jobs and other industries that don't, and it's effed up, and it makes me so frustrated, because I want the people that are working for me to have good jobs, and I want to have cool products for you guys, and I want to do so many things, but there's only so much money that I can disperse that. So that's my soapbox. I'm sorry I went there, but I had to explain all that just so you guys understand where I'm coming from. Let me see what other questions that I have. I think that was all the questions I'll do for now, just because I know it's a lot, but I'm going to tell you, here we go. This is my proposal. What I pledge to you is me making a change for the positive for this community, because I care about it. It matters to me. I've been it for 10 years as an influencer and a brand owner, and I care about it so much, and I don't want to see it go anywhere, and I don't want to trash influencers, because I am one. I get it. That is not the point that I'm trying to make. I want this community to be positive. I don't want it to be a money-grubbing thing. I don't want to be a social climbing ladder. It has to stop, and I want it to change. What I'm going to do is, after this video, I have a video coming out where I'm going to talk about several micro-influencers that are crazy talented, that have not gotten any love, they have not gotten support. I'm going to do a shout out for them, and I'm going to try to do those videos regularly so you guys can find new people that you want to connect with, that you want to love and support. And so that's my way of just trying to get exposure for them. So that's one thing I'm going to do. The second thing that I'm going to do is we're trying to start a movement, and it has a hashtag for it. And this is the hashtag. I want to make sure I say it right so I don't mess it up. Hold on. It's called For Truth in Makeup. So that's the hashtag right here. If any of you do any posts, you do not even have to use Makeup Geek product. I am not trying to promote Makeup Geek in any way. I just want to support the community. Any post that you do, any makeup look, I don't care what brand you do, if you put the tag For Truth in Makeup and you post that look, I want you to do that as a statement saying that I'm doing this because I love these products. I'm not doing it because I got paid for it. I'm doing it simply because I love makeup, and I think I want to be truthful about it. So if you use that hashtag, my team is going to go through and pick as many as we possibly can, and we're going to contact you and give you free makeup. We don't want anything in return. We just want you to start this movement for truth in makeup, just making a stand saying that we want to, do some posts just to be honest about makeup, saying we're not doing this for payment. We're just doing it because we love the community. And so I want to give you guys some free makeup for that. So definitely post that, and we're going to try to keep this movement going, and we will contact as many of you as that we can. We'll repost it. We'll send you some product just as a thank you for support for the community. And then moving forward, I have some videos that I already started filming with some smaller influencers. We did side by side. I did a get ready with me with Nessa today. Her hashtag is Nessa Sunshine. She was so sweet, so loving. She has a smaller following, but is crazy talented. And I'm going to keep doing videos with smaller influencers to promote them, give them love. We'll do some some sponsorships with them in the future. Of course, we will disclose that. We'll be very honest about everything. So those are some of the things that I want to do to try to change and support this community. The last one I'm doing, sorry you guys, is I'm supporting the pros as well. There is a whole community of pro makeup artists that have been neglected in this industry, and I know there's this complete battle against each other, pros against influencers. It doesn't have to be like that. We're in this for the same reasons. We love makeup. We love applying it, whether it be to ourselves or other people. So I have some pros coming on board as well to do my makeup for several videos and to share their tips and tricks, to just have fun showing different application. And I'm going to share the love and link their social media following as well. So if you guys want to follow some pro makeup artists, you can do that as well. So sorry I'm losing my voice, guys. That is my proposal and my pledge to you of what I personally can try to do to help improve this community. At the end of the day, I'm going to pause for a minute because I want you guys to really hear this. At the end of the day, I never once said that all influencers were bad. I didn't even say influencers were bad. All I said was there's a core issue of there being honesty and transparency about what's going on and why are you talking about certain products. If it's because of a payment, fine, make your coin, do as much as you can to earn that money, because I want you to have a good living as well. But let's just be honest about it so consumers know what's going on, because they are the ones getting hurt the most. So that's all I'm going to say on it. I hope you guys know my motive. I hope I'm being straightforward. I hope you can feel what I'm trying to get across, because I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes. I'm not doing this for any sort of ill will. I truly just am so passionate about the industry, and I'm passionate about it getting to back to where it was, just a fun, honest, genuine, loving place. And that's where we need to go. So let me know if there's anything else that you feel like I can do that I'm not doing right. I will never say I'm not open to suggestions. Tell me what I can do, and I will try to my best to fix it. So thanks you guys for watching. Don't forget to post your For Truth in Makeup, and we will contact you guys and send you some goodies. So thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.